I'm gonna just leave this here, but sometimes you don't need clarity, and sometimes God is telling you that he doesn't want to give you clarity, that you're not going to receive clarity, but you are the one that's still seeking it, knowing that if you found out the things that your flesh wants to find out, it would ruin you. It would change things about you. It would change your perspective on someone. It would leave you more offended, more hurt. It would probably set you back spiritually. And God's saying, you don't need that clarity. You want that clarity because of a fleshly thing, because you just want to know, because your ego wants to know, because you're feeding your flesh in that way by hurting yourself. That's what it is. Like, sometimes God will reveal things to you, but that's the key word. God reveals them. If you keep on searching for the clarity that God has told you you don't need, you are going to end up hurt. Sometimes he protects you from knowing certain things. And I went through that. I literally went through that. I went through something where people were gossiping, and to this day, I don't know who said what. And I wrestled with that for a really long time. And it was honestly tormenting me. Like, I was like, if I just knew what? What would I do? Nothing. What would that help? Nothing. It would only make it harder, not only for me to move on from the situation, but for me to look at that person and still feel genuine love and kindness. I don't want that to be tainted. What God did is he taught me that I need to choose carefully what I say, not that I need to blame other people around me. And what my clarity was is that I wanted to find someone to blame for what happened, when at the end of the day, sometimes we have to take the plank out of our own eye and ignore our pride and just realize that, like, we had stuff to do with it too. This usually goes both ways. Sometimes it doesn't. Vengeance is still the Lord's, and the clarity that you want is not actually what you want, and he's telling you that. Clarity will kill you. It's like when Saul really needed to know who the king was. He was driving himself crazy. He wasn't meant to know. He was supposed to already have been moved past that. He drove himself to insanity.